broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
You can take yourself and shove it.
Oh, there you go.
Harmony.
I love it. California Christmas, that's only the best Christmas in California, people.
Yes.
Am I right? Can I get a hell yeah, guys?
Hell yes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV. We were gone for a week, but we are back to talk about 2 episodes. Here to talk about episode 7 and episode 8. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving holidays as well, and you're all stuffed and ready to get discussing on tonight. I'm your host, Kanika Lol. Follow me on Twitter at Kanika Lol, and I have my amazing co-hosts.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
What up? He called me Nino because he's so
Excited.
good.
I know, he really is.
Excited.
I'm like, what's up? My name's Emily Kraudel, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Emily Kraudel. I think I just burped like
It
a
did
little.
a little bit. It's
A little
okay.
bit. Oh, I didn't even hear
She's
that.
stuff from Thanksgiving.
That's
Yeah,
right.
stuff from the end. Like, I can't believe they're already celebrating Christmas. I love it.
Right.
The
I know.
Christmas is coming in.
I'm so
You know?
The goose is
feeling
getting
the
fat.
spirit.
Totally. But we
holiday
have
spirit.
2 episodes to go run through today, so we might be a
Yeah.
little bit faster than usual, so do bear with us, viewers and listeners.
It's like time
But,
at double time.
Yeah,
Yes.
seriously.
So
But the
good.
first episode we have going on is episode 7. I'm so happy that Josh is so happy.
Is she really happy?
Is she really happy? That's a big question. And this episode totally delved into Rebecca's feelings and just the idea of feeling anxiety and what makes us happy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She
So it kinda
caught
delved
her
into her
feelings
past.
really, really tight, and just it was bad.
Yeah.
I
You know,
can't
it's
explain it more.
crazy. It's like, I don't know. It's that time when you're like, love sick kind of for the first time. I think when it's like in your face like that, and you were so close, like she was so close, she tasted it. It was like on her lips. He's like, I'm attracted to you. You know, that's
Yeah.
lingering in your head, and then you're like, are you kidding me? Like,
And they move in.
Yeah.
It was it's too much for her to handle at one
Exactly.
time.
I know.
But I like to see the history of what happened to her. Why she, what she was in New York,
Oh, yes.
and how she progressed a little bit here, then just
Totally.
slipped back. Like,
I think she has progressed. She's gotten a
She's
little bit more of a
definitely
firmer
progressed.
grip on herself.
She did, yeah.
And she's learning to kind of shrug things off a little bit.
yeah.
and I think she's learning how to be in community, and and all the friends she's made at the office and everyone she's helped.
Yeah.
I mean, like at first she's like helping them to prove to the
Right.
bartender,
Yeah.
but to Greg, but then it was like, oh, this is real. I really do like.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not as selfish as I thought, kind of.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I think it's, like you said, her office and exactly Paula, too, who's kind of like supporting her in a way. And, well, it's, in a way, I mean, the episode starts off with her and Paula, of course, stalking Josh
Right.
and Valencia moving in. And I'm actually a little bit surprised that Paula was really rooting for Josh and Rebecca.
I think
She was so anti-Greg.
right. She was super anti-Greg, but it's funny because I think if you kind of look at it, Paula is kind of Rebecca.
Totally. They are so alike.
That's why they're such good friends, because
Yeah.
Paula wants to see the drama unfold somewhere else
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
out of her
that's right.
own life.
Yeah.
I think she's
You see
living
my fingers? What am I
vicarious.
doing with my fingers? But, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, she's living vicariously
yeah,
through her.
yeah, exactly. She's her little like voodoo doll.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
way, because Paula has such an upsetting love life herself. She's thinking that her and Rebecca and Josh is kind of her only hope in a
Right,
way.
and we saw.
And I love how she kind of references The Walking Dead and Twilight.
Yeah.
She's like, are you Team
awesome.
Josh, team, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, totally.
So they're spying, and then Rebecca decides to call Josh, and he ignores it, which kind of really does get to her. That was kind
Right.
of like the start of her, I guess, depression in a way.
But don't you think that was a pretty innocent ignore, because he was with Valencia and he
They
looks
were
like
hugging.
they were hugging.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think he
saying.
wanted to
Yeah.
create any drama.
He
right?
wasn't like.
Totally.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, hey, I'm like, romancing my girl. Hey, Rebecca, that's just gonna upset her.
Right.
He couldn't
Upset
do
Valencia,
that.
I mean.
Yeah.
So
Like, there's no way he could have done that.
Yeah, so that
He would have got shot.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, knowing Valencia, like
Yeah.
she's a girl that would. She's not a girl to have, but unfortunately, he does have her. So that anxiety really gets to Rebecca, and then we see kind of in the next scene, they have this major client coming into the firm.
Yes, Mr. Calvin, right?
Calvin Young. Yeah. What do we think of this character, Calvin Young? He's
cool.
a good actor.
I know. I did too.
I like him. I like his in and out of depression. I like his comedic timing. And I like his love interest for Paula.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
That's hilarious. And it's funny because I don't even feel like it's like comedic timing as much as just like real.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he's just like, yeah, no.
I know.
It's kind of cool.
I love it because it really does mirror like him to Paula really mirrors like Rebecca's like how she wants prescription, you know, like they're just band-aids for her.
Right.
So yeah, she wants to like drink vodka. She just is not getting over, like even in her email, she's typing Josh and Valencia all about. So Daryl, he's like, all right, the boss, he's like, just take a time out, go home. And she goes home and she like flips to the TV and sees Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
And then the French Depression song comes back because she sees a French show.
Right. I'm like, that was probably one of my favorite parts of this episode.
Favorite.
Too good. Too good. Dr. Phil just popping out of your TV.
I know.
I don't know if I like that or if I'm scared of that or if I want that in my
I'm a
life.
little freaked out.
Yeah,
I'm a little freaked out,
exactly.
right?
But do we all have that though? Kind of like where we imagine someone talking to us. It could be ourselves, like two-sided, because that definitely is herself.
You talk to yourself?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Hell yeah, I
talk to myself in the way
I'm like, no, Kanika, yes, Kanika, what are you doing, Kanika? I'm like, like, if you knew what was going on in my mind.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But like, don't we all have that
Yeah.
conscious thing, like telling us what's right or what's wrong? And
totally.
I feel like that's Dr. Phil in this case, right?
Everyone
Yeah,
should
exactly.
have that, and if you don't,
Oh, I
I'm
know.
nervous for
You should get it back.
Yeah, you should get it back.
Try to find your Dr. Phil on TV.
It was so funny because he's like, they said they can smell the vodka. And she's like, that's funny because vodka
It doesn't smell. Yeah.
Right? I'm like, you know too much about alcohol, for one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Vodka
true.
doesn't have a
What did you
scent.
guys think of the song though? Because that was the next thing that came about after Dr. Phil, the French Depression song.
I dug it. That was one of my favorite
Yeah,
parts.
she like knew her French really well. I was telling you before the
Je
show.
te dis français.
There you go.
Even like the next episode too, we see later on, she is just well versed in many languages.
Yeah.
Yes, Rachel, like
Rachel Bloom,
in the beginning. I don't want to go too far into it. But in the beginning, they they have kind of like the scene to where how her family came over here from Europe. And I think they were speaking German.
They were.
Was it German?
They were.
Interesting.
I think they were German because I
Okay.
know they were coming from Europe.
Exactly.
It sounded a lot like.
They were fleeting. They're fleeing from Europe to America. But we'll talk more about that. But she's just really well versed in her
totally.
languages.
I know.
That's really cool.
Go Rachel.
I know. Yeah. So, go. What were you gonna say?
No, I just was gonna say j'adore le français. I like love the language.
Do you know French?
Yeah,
Well,
I
you're Rebecca after
That's
all.
right.
So.
J'ai étudié français à l'université pour 2 ans et mon professeur ne parle pas anglais en classe.
Oui, oui.
Yeah, we.
What did I just say yes to?
Yes.
So while all that's happening and she's imagining Dr. Phil, etc., etc., she decides to get help. Before we get to the doctor scene, we see Josh and his friends,
Yes.
including Greg, in Valencia's apartment.
Yes.
And they're kind of trying to help him.
I love that they're there for his boy, for
totally
their
love
boy. You know
that.
what I mean? Like they're trying to ease it up on Josh because that's a lot. He's moving in a lot of furniture for one.
Yeah.
Where did they get all this furniture?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're missing a table. Like,
The dining table, which she wants.
The table.
And I
Yeah.
feel like there's like a kind of an aura, like, does he want to do it? You know what I mean? And like,
Oh, you
Josh,
mean like do you?
you know,
wanna do this for
yeah, and
Valencia?
yeah. I feel like you remember that conscience thing, that Dr. Phil
Yeah.
thing. I feel
Yeah.
like him.
Oh.
It's his mom,
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
and it's in like the back of his head. Like,
Ooh, Dr. Phil is his mom.
yes,
His Dr. Phil is his mom.
yes.
Because he's pretty. We were talking about this. Josh is pretty on the surface type of dude.
Yeah.
He
doesn't
totally is.
dive too much.
Doesn't
in.
dive into his feelings too much.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just
Unless Greg dives in for him.
Well, his friends kind of did.
They do.
The
yeah.
that was probably the scene where I laughed out loud was when they were comparing the table to Valencia.
Yeah. They don't like her.
They don't like her at all. But what was even funny was one of the friends was comparing his sex, like it was like what his parking to
Oh yeah,
Remember the whole pull-out thing, the dialogue? That was perfect. I wish I had written that whole thing down.
Perfect for what they were feeling.
Dude.
At the moment.
Yeah.
It's like I have to pull out, and I just can't go from the back, but it's so tight. We were talking about parking the whole time. Like, that was just, like, good writing there.
Right? It was about parking, it was about other stuff, and it was about the feelings of Valencia. All in one.
So I wanted to
and
shot
I think
that
it was
scene
like when he was trying to park it in and out.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It was so funny. It was funny. So, we later find out that Valencia doesn't like the table, but we'll get to that in just a second. So
boo,
Rebecca,
Valencia, boo.
Yeah, seriously, Valencia, you're killing us here. Not fair.
Dude.
So Rebecca sees the doctor. I forgot her name. It was like Dr. Capodia or something.
Something, right.
Something like that.
In-home doctor.
And all she's there for is just the pills.
Yeah, right.
She doesn't want to get help.
No.
Because she's been through it a lot.
Exactly, which is funny because her doctors in New York were just like, I'm just tired of hearing you, so here's a prescription for X, Y, and Z.
And she's
So
already
bad.
delved into her childhood so much.
Right.
And
what
that
she's wanna
totally
go
like
through.
happens too. Like that's how people get addicted to pills because they're like not supposed to be on them, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like covering, it's a Band-Aid. Yeah, just like you said, it's a mask for the...
I think pills make you worse.
They
Medication,
do.
like a lot of the times, do actually escalate what you're feeling,
Oh,
and
I
they
totally feel
don't
you.
help.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't think so either.
Or like sedate where you're like, there's some obviously that help and
Right.
are like, you know, necessary. And there are obviously very good doctors, but there are those that are like out for the money and it's super scary. And if you're like, if you're not over 8, or if you're over 18, your parents like can't say anything. It's crazy.
And it's hard because it's all you now. It's all you saying. Yeah, you know what?
And
I'm
what
gonna
if
go
you're
and
not
take
in the
that.
right state of mind?
Totally.
Like it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
She was definitely not in the right.
No.
state of mind.
No, she wasn't.
But she snapped back really quick later on, and which is
She
killing
did, but
me.
she was so desperate that she found
Right.
the pill in the bathroom, though.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
After a
And
session,
took
she
it.
found the pill, so she searched it, and it was an ADD pill. And then again, Dr. Phil shows up and was like, you shouldn't take a pill from the bathroom floor.
At least she searched it.
At least she searched it, yeah.
I'm like, I'm happy she at least took the time to Google what the pill was.
That's true.
Because I'm like,
No one
wow.
would do that, I feel like.
No, I feel like we're just going.
Yeah,
just go
exactly.
For it. I'm like, okay.
If you're in
Rebecca,
that
I'll give
state,
you that.
I don't know. There's some time, you know.
But that's like Rebecca, though. Like, we were not surprised she did that, right?
No, I wasn't surprised at all that she did that. I was just like, okay, here we go.
Being
And I
a
was
law-
waiting to see the.
Wanting to
Since
see
I'm a-
what happened. Nothing
since I'm
bad
a
really
lawyer.
that happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Since I'm a lawyer, I do things like.
There we go, Rebecca. I love it.
Weirdly.
No, but nothing too crazy bad happened.
No, it didn't.
Just her anxiety kicked in, like, even more.
Yeah. But she got, like, really focused and started, like, decorating her apartment Christmas. With
Right.
Christmas decorations.
It was like
and
almost like
doing her work.
Christmas at the beach, almost.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What's going on?
Exactly. So while that is happening, Paula and Calvin are getting it on, and he goes to her house
Yes.
because Scott's out of town.
Yeah.
And this Scott's just always traveling, and Paula just does. She wants company.
With the
She's
band.
feeling lonely.
Right.
With the
The
barbershop
no.
quartet.
They were.
Right?
He
No,
was
it's,
there at dinner with them first. The first part. He was there at dinner with them.
No, that was Daryl.
That was Daryl. That's
Yeah.
right. That was Daryl. Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
Daryl was
Yeah.
there, and he was just like, "All right, I'm
A
gonna
week
go."
before. Sorry,
their
trying to
name.
remember this, guys.
I know.
No worries. Yeah, so Daryl was there, and then they were just kind of getting it on. He invites her to a jazz club in Pasadena.
In Pasadena.
Like, their sexual tension was like high
Right.
in that scene, guys.
I wonder what Daryl was feeling. He was like, should I just go, or do I even know? Because he seemed a little oblivious. Of
Daryl's always oblivious.
love
Like, he
Daryl.
never, like, he's just not
my
there.
favorite.
Yeah. He's like
Why
a
is
lay-ho.
no one wearing a Christmas sweater? It is National Christmas Sweater Day. I love it.
I know, he's interesting.
Awesome.
So they go to the jazz club, and then we get little Paula's, singing.
Yeah.
Her musical
I love
performance
when
was just
Paula
so
sings.
good.
Paula just hits the right note. She does it. I love it. They what? Like, do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again.
Oh, there you go. She's awesome.
Yeah, she really is.
But I
It was
was-
like the perfect venue, too, that jazz club,
Right.
for her to do
That's
that
cool.
sexy
Yeah, yeah.
cabaret
Spotlight
thing.
was on
It's like-
them, and they were just
Totally.
like feeling each other
Totally.
out, waiting for it
And
to
then the
happen.
next thing you know, hotel room.
Right?
What?
Did you guys think she would do it, though?
I was almost so close that I was hoping
she's
she
so
wasn't.
crazy that like I mean,
well, he has a wife who died, so he's obviously still like
he's
mourning
super vulnerable.
Her. Vulnerable
she was probably
is the right
drinking
word.
a little.
They were both a little tipsy.
Actually, you know what? She was really tipsy, so that's why I think I felt like she was doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you're inebriated.
Exactly.
Inebriated.
So she was so close to doing it, and then she gets a call from Rebecca. Rebecca, after having her ADD, decides to get a little downer, so she calls up me, Heather, who is a little different for me because I don't think I'd have that.
Question mark.
But they decide to, like, you know, smoke the old marijuana, and they decide to eat a burrito and go crash the therapist's house.
Yes, through a doggy door.
That was funny.
Through the doggy door.
Okay, can I just tell you that I literally did this?
You've been stuck in a doggy door before?
Okay, yes, we.
You're so Rebecca. This is like making me. Okay, wow.
It's so crazy.
It's Twilight Zone.
I know, right? So my friend's like, he's like, okay, come over. It doesn't matter what time of day. He's like, 2 a.m, just come over and come in through the doggy door. So we
what were you doing at 2 a.m?
Yeah, exactly.
Sneaking out. It's no big deal.
No big deal. All right.
High school days. And then we like go through the doggy door and this huge like Saint Bernard comes out and attacks my friend.
Saint Bernard's. Well,
Dude,
dang. Yeah,
they're so
they're
big.
friendly, but they're huge.
Yeah,
It's
and
always
he's like
huge.
biting like my friend's hoodie, and I'm just like trying not to pee my pants
Shoot.
because it was so funny. And then the mom's like, "Hello, like, is Dennis here?" And she's like, "He's not home." And we're like,
she got caught, just like Rebecca got caught.
just like Rebecca.
This is too much of
This
the
is
Just like,
story.
yeah, it's like too parallel for
Too
me.
much.
Totally
Yeah.
parallel.
So she got caught,
yes.
and the therapist did work something out with her, though. She's like, all right, I
So
won't.
nice.
This is a good
Bust you.
therapist.
Yeah, that's really nice.
She just wants to help her.
She wants to help her. This is somebody who deserves her license.
Yes.
Like, she
Yeah.
deserves
Yes.
a therapist
That's
license.
exactly right,
Really,
yeah.
because she was just like, listen, I'm not gonna call the cops on you. I'm not gonna press charges if you do these sessions with me. Which you just want to help your patient, and I'm glad
That's really
I'm glad
true.
she found her. I don't know where she found her. I don't know if she like Yelped her, but
I know. I don't know. I wonder
she
how
should
she
have 5
found her.
stars.
Yeah, she should. She was good. She
Yeah.
was good. So that ended well, and then that's when she calls Paula, and they pretty much Rebecca's like, "Don't do this, Paula." She gave an amazing speech to both Calvin and Paula,
Yeah.
and she said, she was like, "This is just a temporary fix. This is not. You need to just." The whole thing was like, you need to realize you have to feel your feelings.
Right.
Yes.
Like, accept it and don't be numb to it. Don't ignore it and try to find these
Right.
pills or this one night stand to kind of help you.
Yeah.
And that's something that like we can all relate to.
exactly.
Totally.
Right.
Exactly.
Just feel it out. Like, even though
Yeah.
it sucks, like, it's like the weirdest pain because it's
Yeah.
like, where is this coming? You're like, why does my heart hurt? Like, I don't have heartburn.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Right, but everything makes you stronger. Every time you go through something like that, every time you go through heartache, every time you go through difficulties in life, it'll just make you stronger as you go along. So,
Totally.
but it's just so funny. Rebecca is too smart for herself.
I know.
Like she hops in out of depression like this, and she'll realize something, and then the next the next couple of days it's just out.
Yeah.
Like it's just the same thing over again.
Yeah.
But it's so true to life because a lot of people are like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. They really do give good life lessons.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
So-
In a really
Yeah.
dark, twisted way, but they do.
I know.
And also with
yeah.
funny, lighthearted.
And
ways.
funny, exactly,
Like
exactly.
both
Yeah,
ways.
it's
like
both.
completely.
Like at the same time, like
Yeah.
the songs are lighthearted, but they're also
Right.
like, like it's like if you were singing like The Doors in like a Muppets way.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like yin and yang.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah.
So that impresses Calvin, though, her speech. So
Yes.
she kind of does save the firm. He's still a client, so all that is
Thank
good.
God.
I know. Seriously.
I thought she was gonna mess that one up real quick.
I know. So that was good. And then we get the scene of Josh and his friends. They worked so hard and long to fix that dining room table.
I thought it was cool, right?
And when Lencia
Yeah.
walks in, she's like, this is not what I would have picked out. But thanks. We can go to
Oh
our dinner
my
when
gosh.
we can go
Just
for
make
dinner
me
when
gag.
we like the dining room table.
I'm going to
Okay.
like
But here's the
gag on a
thing,
spoon.
like, for me, like furniture is super important for my new house.
Right.
So I would have at least liked to pick it out, and then they could have helped fix it.
Right.
But I still get, like, obviously it's mean for her to say that, like, insult them like that, but furniture isn't. She should have picked it out in the first place. It was her fault for letting, you know.
Right. No, and I get it too. Like, I wish she obviously, we all wish that she would have acknowledged his hard work.
The hard work, which is more important to acknowledge.
And that's it.
Totally.
You know, maybe she could have put it somewhere, like, in the corner or something like that.
I know.
Just
say thank you. And, like,
say thank you.
And that got to Josh. That got to Josh thinking, you know, God, Valencia really is like this and this and this, and that invited him to text.
Did you notice, though? Huh. Did you notice in the beginning when they were out, when he was like, okay, I'll buy the sage for you. I'll go and get the sage so we can cleanse the house of evil spirits. She says, I love you, and he never says, I love you to her.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't notice. I didn't pick up on that.
And I'm like, he never said, I love you that whole episode.
No.
Or I don't think I've ever... I don't think I've ever heard him say I love you. Maybe he did, like earlier on, but I haven't heard it.
Maybe they do that on purpose, like have her.
Right, because he's still thinking about Rebecca.
Mm-hmm. I know.
You know?
I know. We know.
I know.
We all know.
know.
So,
he's so over. He's like.
So Rebecca is meeting with a therapist, and then she gets a text from Josh, and all of a sudden she feels better. Yeah, we're like, I don't need a therapist anymore. I have Josh texting me, which is interesting because don't depend your happiness on somebody else. But for someone anxious like her, it just takes time.
Right.
But and then they meet. And that's when he shows her a picture of the table, and she's like, I think it's perfect. And you could totally tell in his mind, like, you know what, this girl actually might be just cooler.
Right, that might be the
much
one
better
for
than
me.
I'm so much cooler than Montana.
Yeah.
You're the one for Josh.
That's right.
Okay? You are.
Oh my gosh.
And then they see Dr. Phil.
Yes.
Yes.
The real Dr. Phil.
So did you guys think he was appropriate in this show? Like, it was good, smart for him to use him, and he was...
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was a great way to just... have Rebecca help fight her evils, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it just be another lighthearted kind of situation because some of the stuff that she was doing was pretty dark. Yeah. Drinking on a job.
Oh,
like,
I know.
You know what I mean? And like in front of an important
Especially when you're
about to like make a big presentation.
Actually, this is so funny because I had a lawyer, and I think that he was on like some sort of drug when we were in the trial because I said something like, and he said stuff that I hadn't even said, and I'm like, are you on crack right now?
That's crazy.
It was crazy. That's
some
so
people
dangerous.
Like, need that drug and that alcohol for their job.
Right.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're right. It's so dangerous.
It is.
It's so dangerous.
Coffee,
being a
y'all.
lawyer.
Just coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
Yes.
Just stick to coffee right now.
5 hour energy, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
That's a little bit more organic.
Where you're not
Totally.
affecting other people's lives.
Totally.
Yes.
Well, that was episode 7.
Yes.
Moving right
Let's
along
go.
to episode 8.
Right.
Let's do it. Merry
Let's
Christmas!
do it. Yeah, now it's Christmas. Jingle
Merry
bells,
Christmas.
jingle bells. All right, so this episode is called My Mom, Greg's Mom, and Josh's Sweet Dance Moves.
Yes.
So we had another guest star, Tova. I don't know how to really pronounce her name. Tova Fetsha.
Yeah.
But she is in Walking Dead. I don't know if you guys watch that.
I haven't been following Walking Dead
For
since,
those
like,
Walking
season
Dead fans,
2, I
you
think.
know her.
I know I should. I feel like I should.
You like her. Well, some of you. I wasn't a fan of her in Walking Dead, but she's a good actress. So she's back and she plays Rebecca's mom.
Loved it. She is an
So
amazing
this is a
Rebecca's
scene.
mom.
I know.
Oh no, she is. She.
We will get to that huge that.
Her
Oh my
little
god.
break.
Oh, that was amazing. She just came in and I was like, I see a lot of my mom in her a little bit, but I also see like another crazy mom
No
too.
way.
A little bit of my mom, but like
yeah.
my mom's not that intense.
Yeah.
But
That's funny.
we see Rebecca's ancestors, right?
She's the bathroom.
And that's when we see the language.
Exactly.
The big Jewish family fleeing, and there's this ring, a Garfunkel ring, that is passed down to different families, and Rebecca has not received that ring yet.
No, and she was supposed to receive it on her 18th birthday.
But it did not
She's
happen.
far beyond that now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was a little flashback, and then we come in the current scene, and Rebecca is tidying up her apartment, making it perfect because she is a mommy pleaser.
Yeah.
She is a mommy pleaser. She needs
I've
to
never
make it.
met a mom pleaser. Have you guys?
Well, I don't know.
I'm a mom
I'm just
pleaser. No, I'm just joking.
Are you just a pleaser in general?
Oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea. I am like the biggest. If like there was this sign on my forehead, it would just say "people pleaser."
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh, like it's to a point where it's not healthy. I mean, I realize
So
it
did
now.
you relate to this episode?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like I had a roommate, and I had a roommate once, and I had to like please them because I was like, I will never like be good enough for you. Like I'll never live here. Like it's not my house. You know, like in Friends, like Rachel never it's always like Monica's always like criticizing her, like belittling her. Yeah, it's not healthy when you're like trying to please everyone.
Well, there we go. Straight from a co-host right there.
There you go.
Not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
No, I believe in pleasing yourself because that in turn does please others.
Oh yeah,
More surprisingly, you
yes.
yeah,
No,
it really
that's
does. It's like
Why
the
is it
vibe.
You know what it is? It's boundaries. It's like you have to have healthy boundaries, which is what therapy, you know, therapists is where it's like put the boundaries, you know. You're not a bad person if you tell someone that they can't use your brush, you know?
You are not. That just brings me back to like college and stuff.
Right?
Right.
Like, no, that's my cracker. Okay. I paid for that pack of crackers.
That's my piece of gum. You're not allowed to
Yeah.
have my piece of gum out of
Right.
the 36 gums in that packet.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's my lucky fork. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
so
no.
funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But
and then it happens like she's just doing it the whole time. It's like
she
a
is.
spiral.
It's like something she can't control. It
And
does
then you
when
start
you get in.
lying.
You get, then
Liar.
you just get liar.
You're
yeah.
a liar.
She's a
and-
liar.
So but let's talk about that
Yes.
scene though when the mom just comes in and starts singing.
I love that she keeps singing out
Criticizing
the
and
bat. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like straight,
that's
like,
the
where's
best.
your bathroom was the first
your
like
bathroom?
line. I loved it.
And then it goes back 4 times.
Then it goes like, oh, look at the weight you've gained, or look at the eczema you've having the lotion I sent you, and what is
Right?
this California dumb?
I'm all like, cause like it's,
criticizing everything.
during the winter time. Like I have eczema during
Oh,
the
yeah,
winter time. Like
all year
I'm
round.
like, oh, there it is. And so when they were pointing it out, I was like, is that no? Okay, I'm good right now.
I know.
Like I was like, that sounds like a relative right there.
She kind of makes me feel anxious in the song.
It did. I
Weird.
was like,
You were kind of at a high end, like on a
That's so
high end.
funny.
I don't know why.
did you feel like you were Rebecca at that point?
Yeah,
when she was, it
I
was just so
felt
good that you
really
felt
good.
like somebody was
That
like
was
scolding
so
you.
funny.
Like,
She did a really good job.
Yes.
she did.
Yes.
I enjoyed her, and I can't wait. I know she's gonna be back.
I love it.
I
pretty sure she's gonna
know.
be back.
Remember the
I'll say
whole
later.
time that we were all saying like the mom's gonna make a big prominent
Right.
role. Remember that?
Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Well, I know I said that, so I'm glad.
I
Like she's
remember
a
you
good
saying-
character.
Yeah,
Hopefully
she
she'll be
is.
back more.
Cross my
but
fingers.
I like
like
she's
her.
always just like this, like
yeah, that's her face. Even in
Yeah.
Walking Dead, she's just like
Is she?
she's very intense.
I'm gonna
in
have to
Walking
look at
Dead.
some episodes now.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
I
no,
love
it's
her
so
acting.
funny because it's like right here.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
all here. It's all
Yes.
here.
This is just so tight. Nice.
So obviously she's not like California, and I guess the whole time trying to figuring out why did Rebecca, you know,
Right.
move there, and then while that's happening, Greg also has a little bit of an interesting family dynamic
Greg's
as well.
complex just comes out and
Yeah.
just like for everyone to see. Like he does not like the holidays because
he
of his
is
mom,
now. Yeah.
which is crazy. I'm like, okay, and we see later on though, he is the one with the problem. His
Yeah.
mom is
Yeah.
a sweet
The
lady.
family was chill, and the family,
No,
even though like
yeah.
the family did leave, or the mom left, but it was
Yeah.
for a reason that was understandable, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
He's like he's really cynical and sarcastic anyway.
yeah,
Right.
And like if you put him in that situation, you know, he's just like that's what he I feel like everyone had like a kind of like a baseline, you know? His just is like comes out. Like that's him.
Right.
Totally, yeah.
Well, I also think it's his mom's fault too for never explaining to him like what really happened. Because
Yeah.
if you go to somebody's house like that every year and you always act like that, because obviously he always acts like that, you know what I mean? And he's created the story in his head. Like I would want somebody to tell me, no, this is what really happened.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? And I really do love you.
Yeah.
Why, you know, like
Yeah.
get it together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're
And
as
it-
crazy as Rebecca.
Right.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
And it comes, I think, from his dad because, I mean, he like really cares for him, I think,
Right.
and he's with him all the time.
24/7,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. So, I mean, and if someone like builds an opinion about someone, it's hard to, you know, dismiss it
It
sometimes,
is.
Right.
especially if you
After
agree.
so long, yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's in your mind. You can't get
Exactly.
rid of it. Yeah, totally.
Yes.
I'm sorry, like.
You good? It's okay. Breathe.
But
There we
I'm
go.
glad he met Heather, though. I mean, by
Yes.
chance,
Yeah,
and he invited
you-
Heather.
you and
to,
Greg.
Yeah, me and Greg were getting it.
Hey.
We're getting a little close.
I know.
I didn't. I totally.
Oh,
I saw, but I didn't see it because I was like, oh, they kind of look like they're flirting a little bit,
A little bit.
right? But just at the end, when we
Yeah.
get there, I was just like, Okay.
Like I can't tell if like she's doing
But she's so
anything.
just like this
Yeah.
all the
Right.
time.
Right.
Like, I'm having so much fun. Can't you see?
I'm gonna
like,
get
that's
you
exactly
a
it.
red extension hair clip.
Dude,
for
totally.
January.
I would.
Yes.
Yeah, I would do
And,
that. And
can you
my
bring a
hair is
hoodie?
naturally curly.
Does she have?
anyway.
She has a
Yeah,
nose
there you
ring
go.
too, doesn't she?
Yeah, we both
does.
have.
I
nose
know,
rings.
it's amazing. I
She
said
does.
that. I was like, it was
I
so
love
them.
this. And I'm just
Okay.
gonna mark a mole on my
Okay.
face.
Yes.
I'm Heather. Yeah, just a mole right
just
now.
like
Josh,
that.
Heather.
Okay, great. I love Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on though, because Rebecca takes the mom to the office.
Fail.
And the mom was not happy with where she worked, so she had
No.
to like make up that. Oh no, I just volunteer to help underprivileged lawyers.
Lies.
Yes.
She couldn't take
And
it.
that was really funny though. That's where your Christmas sweater thing comes in.
That's right.
And then she goes, no, we're gonna have lunch with one of the
I
VIP.
love Paula.
And that
know,
scene
she's
when
the
Paula
best.
joins them for lunch,
My favorite
pretending to
one.
be a British Jew, was probably the best thing
I
in
think
this
it was-
episode.
I'm gonna have to Google British Jews later just to see, because I'm like, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
really,
I
I've never
like-
thought about that.
Her accent was spot on.
Yes.
She completely like pleased the mom. She was born on Abbey, the
was
crosswalk
Abbey
at Abbey Road.
Road.
Right,
Yes.
because
Right.
her mom couldn't get to the hospital.
Yeah.
Literally on the road.
Literally. So that was really funny. And then Josh too. We also have Josh. He gets
He gets
he's
stopped.
like a little fanboy.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my
But
boy
you need
Roshan.
a shout out.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to my boy Roshan Fagan, Disney star, producer, all that good stuff. He was on this episode, and he was Josh's fanboy.
Yeah, dude.
Because West Covina all male.
You're
another
dressed
shout
like
out, right?
them.
Am I?
Oh, yeah.
What's up,
Right?
Josh? Are you gonna start?
Fun fact: West Covina all male just won a big competition recently.
Okay.
And recently, I think just a couple weeks
Like
ago, like the week before Thanksgiving,
a dance
a
group?
dance competition.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's-
they're actually really, really good. So the West Covina all male dance team
I
is a
think
really,
I
really
might
big
know
dance
them.
team. Do you?
Yes.
Wow.
They're in high school. Are you
I
dating
know.
anybody? Okay, be careful. Wait a minute. Wait a
I'm like,
minute.
hey, Dad.
But they're really good. So and they were the ones on the show with him. And
Ah.
Roshan was like one of the guys on
that's
the
so
team.
cool.
So it's pretty
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was legit.
that's-
He was
they were
sweet
really
when he does
good.
the
They're really
backflip.
They were. I definitely recognize
Yeah.
them from like the Disney Channel,
Yeah.
and I forgot what show it
Yeah.
was though.
I think it's was it called Shake It Up or Shake It Off?
Oh, it
and
could
then
be Shake
Camp
It-
Rock.
Camp Rock.
Yeah.
That's another one, but yeah.
He's been on.
He's a good actor, but I love how they wanted Josh to kind of, and Josh was kind of reliving his early childhood
know.
memories.
Right, because he hates
Through
adulting. Don't we all hate adulting?
Yeah.
I don't.
Every day I don't want to be an adult.
You like adulting.
I don't
Look at
even know what that is.
Okay, never mind. So she's with us.
I
She
mean,
just
you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
good,
I'm
good.
just
Yeah, you're
kidding.
not an
But I
adulter.
just like, it's just the flow. Like you are how you are. You are.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart is the portrayal of your.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
And
No,
yeah, you
for
can be
real.
young forever
Yeah,
inside.
That's right.
Peter Pan, y'all.
So yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I'm all
Yes.
for that. So before we do get to that dance scene, in the end though, we have back to Rebecca and her mom, and they're really getting along. They're kind of hitting it off just a little
I was
bit.
happy. Sadly, it was from a lie, but yes, I was happy for them.
Yeah, they're having a gift exchange, and Rebecca's expecting that
Mm-hmm.
ring, but she gets a vase or a vase.
A loss.
And their mom's like, a little bit later, I'll give you something else.
Right.
But she gets a call from Calvin, and they end up all three going to dinner, and that mom was horny as ever.
Yes, Mama needed some.
She needed some.
Yep, she was tired of her gynecologist.
Yeah.
Her OB.
Okay, so,
She wanted something else
It was like.
seriously.
up there.
Rebecca's like, Calvin, can you just sleep with my mom tonight? Thanks.
Right?
I know.
Straight out. Just like,
like,
yes,
what?
please.
He's
Peace
like,
out.
See ya.
Yeah, no, seriously. So that was
Yeah.
interesting. And then,
And it's interesting, like, I feel like Paula the whole time was like the most clear-minded because she's like,
For this episode, right?
yeah, for this one, yeah, exactly. She's like, stop doing this. And like, even though at least she's honest with her, like, I don't agree with anything that you're doing right
Yeah,
now.
they're
From the
right.
get-go. But she
Yeah.
just wanted to see the job unfold, so she was like, I'll be the British Jewish
yeah,
lady.
exactly. Just have fun.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
For the improv thing.
Right.
She was like,
Oh
I
yeah, I
did
took an
corporate
improv class.
class.
They say do, and that actually gave me like good. Like when you commit to something, do it all
Yeah.
for
Exactly.
it. You know, like, it's like
Bold
an extra
choice.
tip.
All the way.
Yeah. So then the mom's upset the next morning. She's on her way back to the airport,
Right. 5 hours
and
early.
she wants to return the gift. Yeah.
Yeah. She's done. She didn't get
And she's
something.
so mad for like the craziest reasons.
Right.
Yeah. And then they're outside arguing, and that's when Rebecca's like had enough, and she just kind of stands up for herself and wants to fight back, and that really does touch the mom, and
I love
they
this
have
part.
a good moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, tell us.
Like just this part when she kind of just stood up for herself. That's all her mom wanted to see. Your mom's always gonna love you, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, people always say that my mom doesn't like me, my mom doesn't love me, she doesn't appreciate me. Your mom's always gonna appreciate you. You know what I mean? Or some way, so forth. She's always gonna be thinking about you. What Rebecca's mom is just an overprotective mom who wants to know where the heck her daughter is because she moved all the way to the other side of the country.
Yeah, and Rebecca did get a Harvard Yale degree.
Exactly. You know, granted, she is like a tiger mom, like what we call what Asian kids call their mom.
Totally.
She's a total tiger mom, but she just wants the best for her kid, but she just doesn't know how to show it.
Yeah.
But Rebecca doesn't know how to show her feelings either.
No.
So they are each other.
They
once
are.
Again.
Yeah.
Rebecca's everyone.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of everyone.
Totally. Yeah. No, Nina, that was like well said. I could not have said that myself better. Completely.
They make up and they cry. And
they
all
make
that
up and they exactly.
Oh, so hello.
It still gets a
Not
Uber
like
back.
that.
Yeah. But then she also finds out too that why Rebecca is there because she overheard the dance announcing Josh Chan.
Right, getting down on the Winter Wonderland stage, y'all.
That was cute.
Right.
That was a cute ending. I mean, here we see Heather and Greg kiss. So that's like a new mystery for us later on.
I can't wait for that to see that unfold.
And then we see Josh and Rebecca.
Yeah.
And he like gives her a high five, and she's like, "Dude, I'm
that's
cool."
so weak.
Yeah,
Right.
so weak.
So weak.
Yeah, yes.
I know what I said. It was weak, Greg. Do we like that? Do we like that ending though? The Christmas dance scene with everyone.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
And Josh's
That's
sweet dance
awesome.
moves. I mean, his backflip. Everyone.
I'm here for Christmas. I'm waiting for everything. As I was driving here, I saw Christmas lights pop up everywhere on the freeway. I'm just like,
I know.
the holidays are here, y'all.
24 days. So
Right.
that's
Exactly.
exciting.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Well, that was a really feel-good moment, but let's go into predictions because we have, I'm sure, a lot of things coming up for January, when is the next episode will premiere.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, guys.
Okay.
One of you hit it.
Okay, I think I have some.
Okay, good.
So I feel like the development of Heather and Greg is going to be quite interesting to see and quite interesting to watch. And I think they're going to actually team up and help Josh and Rebecca get together.
Wow.
I think Greg is going to finally be like, okay, maybe she's just not the one for me, and maybe it should be a fairy tale happy ending.
Wow.
And they're gonna. You already see he doesn't like Valencia. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And Heather is totally team team Rebecca, right? They're gonna team up with Paula and they're gonna help her get Josh.
Nice.
It's gonna happen.
Kinda cool.
So my whole love triangle thing, that theory that I had is totally done. I'm done with it.
I'm not.
You're not. You have another one.
Dude,
Okay,
I
go,
feel
girl.
like, dude, this is totally okay. I'm serious. Heather kisses Greg,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Okay, the second someone stops having interest in you, you start having interest.
Totally.
Oh yeah, and Rebecca's gonna be like, oh wait a minute,
Is she gonna not like?
dude, I don't think she's gonna like it.
No.
Even I don't know why. I just feel like that winning approval, and winning over others.
It's her issue too. That's her issue.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna I don't know. I think she might chase him a little bit. I don't know why.
That's a good one.
And I feel like Paula might see bye-bye to her family. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, what?
Paula might leave her family.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, I don't know.
I could
Maybe that's too
see
much.
something like that happening. I mean, I don't know.
In the
She's gonna take a
future.
break. I think.
Yeah, I know.
She might move in. How about if she moves in with Rebecca for a little bit?
Or Cal. That would be weird.
What about you?
I think, honestly, the same as both of you a little bit. I think we're going to see the storyline of Heather and Greg kind of pan out. And I think Josh is going to dump Valencia for Rebecca. But then there's going to be something in the middle where Rebecca might realize, Josh is, the past for some reason. And Josh isn't actually what makes her happy. And she realizes Greg is the one who makes her happy.
I think so.
Greg might be taken, so it might be a little bit of a...
I like this.
Another
I think
anxiety
that's
thing for her. She's now
totally
stalking
is.
Greg and loving Greg, and I don't know about Paula.
I mean-
but I think Paula. I think Paula should find a new love interest. That'd be nice
I
for
do
her.
too. She needs.
I don't think that
Scott.
Greg is that into that other two.
Yeah, I don't think so. There's something about maybe that kiss was just a happy holiday kiss mistletoe. Doesn't
don't
mean
know.
anything real.
It was
so
like
we'll
fake,
have to wait and see.
I don't know if he's just You know, he feels like it's
He just
not
wants the
going
comfort
anywhere.
for the holidays.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just like a holiday feel.
Maybe.
Well, we have to wait until January and more episodes to find
I'm sad. It's like 2 months,
I know,
guys. We're not going to see you guys for 2
it's
months.
Crazy.
But like, bye.
Yeah.
But we will be reuniting soon. So hope everyone has an amazing holiday.
Yay.
Spend it wisely and nicely with your family.
Holiday.
Thank you so much for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV, the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend After Show. Make sure to follow AfterBuzz TV on all social media, as well as follow me, your host Kanika Lal, on Twitter. Actually, everything at Kanika Lal except for Instagram, which is You Can Have It Lal. And where can they find you guys?
Yeah. Once again, guys, it's your boy Nino, and you can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Hit me up, and hopefully I'll see you guys next month.
I love it. And like Kraudel. That's the yodel.
That's the yodel. All right, guys, we need to do a... All right,
Yeah,
bye!
yeah.
See you in January!
Bye.
We need to do like a little singing thing in there.
Okay, thanks. What are we going
What
to
should we do
do?
in the end?
What should we do?
How about like... Oh, can we sing Buzz You Later in a Christmas tune?
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, jingle bells.
You see?
Buzz.
Okay, just wait for it,
what?
guys.
Okay.
Yeah, wait for it.
Wait for it,
Okay,
guys.
so
What are we waiting?
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, buzz you later, buzz you later.
I totally failed. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
sorry. We love you, Bill. Hope you love us.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.